Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. Hello, Good Game here. Pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video. Selesnya Cats on deck. This is a green and white aggro build. A tribal deck focused around, the cat creature type, which is really cool. Miss Maya's been loving it, Simba, and Nala as well, of course, by extension. But, mostly myself, if I'm being totally honest. We're going to break down the list in depth for you guys today, discuss the strategies and synergies held within, provide you with, maybe a little bit of a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively. And then we'll move into our gameplay footage, and we'll demonstrate this all for you. And, that'll give you... kind of a behind-the-scenes look as to how the deck will compete against the current meta, which, by the way, is great. We have a 60% win rate, which is, as good as it gets as far as, a deck you're going to play long-term. And we've played so many matches with this build that we really do need to move on to a new deck. So absolutely loving the build. Decklist is in the description for you all if you want to import it into your game. And, then we'll conclude the video, I guess, with the deck review and channel news, right? So with all that out of the way, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel to help support. You can also join the community Discord if you ever want to, hang out, talk Magic or anything else. I'm typically available. And, in the last video, this is a good spot to start. You may have heard me talk about the Adaptive Automation, how I kind of missed it in the first few tribal decks that we did, right? I've kind of been focused on tribal decks with the release of Foundations into Arena, which Wizards, nice job. Loving all the free cards. So creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1 when it enters. You choose the type it'll be. So it's a cat. The Adaptive Automaton is kind of what we're building around, and I wanted to find a new deck and not just go back to one of our old decks that we've already done, right? So we did the elves, we did the goblins, things like this, right? So this is for the kiddies. And, it absolutely works perfectly as a Lord for us. That +1/+1 for all of our other cats. And we'll also, pair that with the Regal Caracal. 5 mana, 3/3, and other cats you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. Uh-oh, that's pretty good in an aggro meta, right? A little bit of lifelink doesn't hurt. And when it enters, you create 2 1/1 cat tokens that are always going to have lifelink, which is pretty doggone cool. But wait, there's more, because we have the First Fang here as well for 3 mana as a 2/2. Other cats you control get +1/+1, and whenever it's or another cat you control that's non-token enters, create a 1/1 cat token, right? So cats are, getting that +1/+1 from multiple sources, and we're also making cat tokens quite frequently here, which is pretty cool. And capitalizing on all of those cats will be the Skyknight Squire for 2 as a 1/1. And whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 3 or more +1 counters on it, it's going to have flying and be a knight in addition to its other types. Cats that fly are frightening. And, this is going to be quite nice for some damage output, because it's not just when the creatures enter, but when the tokens enter as well. The Squire is going to get that, that power and toughness boost. Aside from that, a couple other semi-important cards. Kemba, the Enduring, 2 mana, 2/2. We don't care about the equipment, but you can pay 5 to create a cat token, right? And that's pretty cool. And then the Exemplar for 3 is a 3/3. This is going to stop them from casting spells on your turn, which is kind of nice. We have the Cavern, so counter spells aren't too much of an issue, but there's some removal, right? Sometimes a removal that requires like an attack, Elspeth Smite, for example, like that has to be cast on an attacking creature. So, this is going to help save you from that. And whenever a creature with greater power deals damage to an opponent, you draw a card, right? So this is once a turn, no matter how many creatures deal damage. But it's a draw, and it's also interruption, which is nice, and that's good. Just, even if you're drawing 1 card a turn, that's going to be good enough for us here. That'll, achieve that for us. So, token advantage or creature advantage, and then, card advantage here for us. Not really important cards like the Squire and the Lords and the token generation engines, but, we should talk about them. And then, just the trash. The cat. Some cats are always in the trash. I got a couple trash cats. I'll tell you what, they're bad. They are bad cats. Helpful Hunter. Yeah, I'm being helpful. You would think so. 1/1 enters, draw a card. Great. Then we have the Savannah Lions. It's a 2/1, and of course the Leonin Vanguard, a 1/1. And if you have 3 creatures in play, it's gonna get +1/+1 until end of turn and gain 1 life at the beginning of your combat. So, basically a 2/2 that generates life and some removal. Non-land permanent, get lost. Toughness 3 or less with an exile if it dies via the smite, and some protection within the treatment, right? Hexproof and +1/+1 ward if that royal lands on it. So that's kind of what we're working with in the deck. Like I said, that Cavern names Cat, then they can't be countered. And we also have the Prairie here that can push up all of the creatures one more time when it attacks as a 3/3 if you want it. Passage, 4 or later. The Thicket, 3 or earlier. The Verge, just whenever. And the Brushland, whenever, which is pretty cool. And then a few bases, right? So that's the land base. There's not much here that's too important. And it really, like I said, just revolves around, getting the Squire out. Basically playing the Fang on top of the Squire. It goes 2 and then to 3, which is really aggressive. And then obviously to 4 because it's another cat, and then it hits, and hopefully then you can maybe get that automation out next turn, and then the Regal out the turn after. So if only the Regal was 4 mana, that would really please me. So aside from that, deck's beautiful. I hope you enjoy. Link in the description below to import that into Arena, right? Just click on the link and then export and then import it into game. I'm sure you know how to do that. And if you don't, reach out to me in Discord. I'll teach you. Kick back, relax, enjoy. Let's go. Let's play some Magic. Going first. The hand looks pretty good. There's no 1-drop here. Trying not to be a sourpuss. Today's matches have been ungodly. Not only the matchups, play Golgari a little more. But the Shuffler has been really aggressive towards us as well. Not a fan. But I do like this hand, right? This is pretty. Draw. Okay, so we'll play Fang first. Daltai. Reanimator. Praxa. Beautiful. Veilgoth. Really good card against us. Really good card. But what do? Just play your second copy, I guess. For 2. They're gonna kill the Fang here. Which is a little aggressive. But it's fine. Fang's back. For 4. 2 more kitties. And then we have our 5th land to take lethal. There's no way we lose this match, right? Right? Right, Anakin? Mill. Take me to London. Thank you. Feels good to finally get there. We've been goalied all day. Me, ouch. Oakley Dokley on the draw, keeping 7. In on 1, we're curving to 3. This could get aggressive. Let's hit for 2. See what they do. Nice. Draw a card. More land. You settle down, Shuffler. We've had this problem already today. We don't need it anymore. Oh, I'm not a domain deck. I play 3 drops. Right? Let's get him. For 5. As long as it's not a field wipe, right? We're good. And this... Happy hunting. Me, ouch. I mean, that could be a nice interaction for them, right? We want to keep that open. Most uncounterable, right? And if they're gonna cast, it has to be now. Fully. Unsummon? I've not seen that in some time. Dude, just use Flood Maw. Like, oh, I do. Both. Alright, so we're not out of this yet. Back with... This, will just be a plains, I guess. We don't really... Maybe we draw removal, but let's do this first. Ah, of course, it's a land. Were you expecting something else? At this point, honestly, no. You know, I've not much other than continuous stream of lands when I don't need them. We would get a draw. Turn 2 damages. Probably not worth it. That second Overlord is out next turn as well. Yeah. Definitely in trouble, Dougie. The double on summon was deadly. Oh, it's in. They've got 3 fatties in play, soon to be 4. Oh, it's looking grim, dude. Looking grim. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's not enough. Think you're outclassed, kitty. We don't have good attacks. My last hurrah. Little scratchy doodle. Oh, hexproof on the team. 2 tyrants. Are you kidding me? Ah! That is too much. Up to 24 life also somehow. Nice. Good top deck too, but it's too late. What else do we do? Nothing! Nothing! What a good play they had there. Still got the trip blocks, which is brutal. Tyrant's gonna make more life for them here to 9. We do get a draw, but again, too late, I think. I've got some defenders. They're super drawing. 37 life up from 5 is good, but that double tyrant, stop. And now this is a double, like, quad tyrant trigger. Who hurt you? Plus a beanstalk draw. And so 5 draws. And what is that? 12 life. Yeah, this is still a match somehow. And then going all in. I got 12, 24, 29 damage here. Stop. Did we block some of it? It would be the responsible thing to do. Right? Start like double blocking and stuff, but nah. Responsible? Well, we know they have got like 6 more on Sonic too, right? Kind of like these bobblehead. Those are cool. It's the little thing. You gotta, you know, try to focus on the good things in the match, right? Even if it's just your opponent's sleeves. Right? I'm good in this world. They're like, man, I got too many cards in my hand. I gotta discard. Give me a sec. Yeah. Those land. That landed at the wrong time. Bounce the Regal. Do it. Haha, he's back. Even more tokens this time. We lost all of these automatons last turn though, so the field's not so thick. We're tapped out. We won't be able to play these. Can we just attack with 3 of them? Bro, he's probably just loving it. Thinking good game. Ah! I don't think there's anything we can do. Just send it in and maybe show ourselves out. I mean, I'm tapped out. Can I get a good game back? Yeah, Jake? You're just going to stiff arm me even further? Ready to concede. Ah, yes. The elusive land. I didn't actually quite have enough of those yet. And that's just... Wow. There's a lot of jelly in these donuts. Of course you do. You're 4th on summon. You know, I was worrying that you wouldn't actually have all 4 of them. I mean, 24 and 29 with 6 is 35. Big ones. We're not surviving this. Oh my gosh. 12, 18, 23. Still goddamn dead. We've got lifelink, though. So we'll survive. Ouch. Up to 4. Right? See, I'm still alive. You can't kill me. Oh, no, no, no! Too much. Do you think you'll come back from this, HGG? I'm gonna try. We're done, dude. We're done when I say we're done. Ungodly. 12 cards only in their arsenal here. They'll have 38. This is how much drawing they've been doing. Pretty imparsive. Not a land, are you sure? I think there's a few more in here we could still draw. Okay, well, I mean, they have one. If they're going to rope us, that's fine. I was going to finish out the game to like, give them some satisfaction on the big win here, but if they don't want to take it, they don't want to take it. Ah, I definitely taking it there, though. What a great match. Nice deck, dude. Okay, let's keep 7. The one time we do need that land, we won't get it. How do I know this? Well, I've played Arena more than 2 days of my life. No, it actually might take some time to become that jaded. Treatment's up here for us. A little protection. We have double Exemplar, so I'm just going to throw the first one out, right? Mono red that didn't play on 1 is interesting. And not playing on 2 is even more so. Let's hit for 2, see what that gets us. And we have now 3 copies of this in our head. That's all copies. I don't run 4. I only have 3. You know, again, the shuffler just showing its true colors here. You know, it does it correctly. Like, you know what? I'm good at shuffling. Let me show you. Every game, it gets better at shuffling. I'm on one today. A little bit upset about the shuffler. Like, even when it benefits you, or like, it's just like, how astronomical are these odds? We're just gonna kill it, right? No, I wanted to remove prior to this, but I guess here we are. I actually don't mind giving them that point. If I do. Because they're inclined to use it, that means, right? Which is mana spent, and it's out of the way. We could have let them take it and just played another copy. You know, that probably would have been a good play too. But here we get the draw, right? Four in hand, 2 treasures, 19 life left. I think we're okay. Scroll is a +1, right? So we're going to take it now in case they've got something else to put on top of it. Frenzy's not bad. This can be a plains. Take our hit. Down to 3 with a draw. Arena! We can just activate the land again, right? Good game. Going first, just looking for our third land. Playing on 2. Be better with a 1-drop, but the land has been so consistent today that there's no way we don't draw third. What the hell? Can't block. Four. Hey, that's pretty good. Can I get a 4th land to double drop, or will we go with another 3-drop? The Death Baron. I actually like this card quite a bit. Take 3 to 17. Get them. What do we want to do? Attack through it. Let's remove it. And then this basically just confirms lethal next turn. Bank, unless there's a field wipe. Good game, homie. On the draw. And is decent. Building into our Regal. More skeletons? Being on the draw is really hard. Don't do it. Just play the Baron. Play the Baron like the last guy did. Are they using the Roddenmouth Viper? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Won't hold up Smite here. and play the Fang on top of the Squire. Take the Hex Mage out. Take 2 damage. Another. I think it's definitely a Rottenmouth Viper deck. Ooh. Can I get a 5th land though? Alright, let's bring the pain. Pitching up, 16 apiece. They have 4 in hand. They were on the play, right? We're on the draw, so being pace here is really good. Need that 5th land. Big time. We've been curving out consistently all day. There's no way we don't get it. Right? 100% land draw. That's one thing this deck has got going for it. I think it's might be about 120% land draw. No! Hey, that's pretty good, right? Removal. Bang. Good. No blocks. Don't work. Keep the pace 4 piece. Oh, is a cat though, so the Squire's to 4, and we are definitely winning the race. We have removal up as well. If they do happen to land a Viper, I'm not casting it on anything else. It needs to win us the game to get lost. If we don't draw land for the Regal, it has to be get lost that wins us the game. We need to, you know, hey, what's going on? Gotta be a situation like that. They had to pay for that, eh? Ooh, don't get mad. I'll make my case out. I can swing with the prairie 5 as well. We take this or leave it? I think we leave it. 5th land off the top. Let's go. Easy, easy money. And then that life gain swing should win us the game up to 13 here. 5 on the turn, which is nice. Me, ouch. Good game, homie. Thank you for the match. Thanks for the scratch. Meow. The Adaptive Automaton can go in any tribal deck. It's a beautiful card that I wish I would have discovered earlier. Shoutouts to my other tribal decks, the Elves and the Goblins. Could definitely use this, right? So, Cats taking full advantage of it, which I really like. I just wish there was a way for us to play a cat that tapped for mana or something so I could play this Regal on 4. It being on 5 kind of hurts because, you know, here's our, like, yes, this on 2, this on 3, and this should be our 4, I guess, with protection holding up. And then Regal 5, right? So maybe we take a look into our sideboard, and there's the Gold Mane, a 4/4 for 4 with strike, first strike, and has the ability for 5, which is your next turn if you don't get the Regal, to push the whole field up. So I think this could go in the deck to fill our curve. Also, we had mentioned the Roaming Throne to name cats, but I don't know. Cats do love a good chair though, like a little throne. Don't you dare call it a chair, it's a throne. To you know, kind of occupy, right? But we had some other cards Here, the club can take artifacts, enchantments. The Pride Maid, when you gain life, just gets bigger, and that's good with the Vanguard as well. You know, if you just do 2, but I think the Squire better. The Flanker, Graveyard Control, stuff like this. Multiple bodies for 1 card, and push the team up, which, you know, is great, but maybe feels too slow. The Ward 2 is nice. The difference is not bad with all the lords, right? Like these 1/1s that are 3/3s have a difference of 2, and now they're 5/5s, and now the difference next time is 4, and they're 9/9s, right? So there's merit here on 4 with the Sovereign alongside Goldmane. Removal with Ghost, but we already have lifelink through the Regal, so just kind of using Get Lost. Doubling Season for multiple tokens. Johnny for the Planeswalker, which we didn't really think was good enough. The -8's too hard to get to, right? So not that. Vivian with the -3 enchantment removal could be pretty cool. +1 for more cards. The Exarch is a cat on 1 with, you know, that mana sink for us later potentially. And then Primal Might's a good fight spell that's been reprinted for us. But I don't know if that's going to be good enough. We may as well just focus in on our confirmed removal. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, our least important cards, which are still really good. Kemba, the Exemplar, you know. Card advantage, token advantage. You know, the Hunters basically stays for the cantrip. The Lion and the Vanguard. We need 1-drop creatures, you know, for the Lords to push up, right? We want to play a lot of creatures. So I wish we had like a 1-drop green, maybe. Cat would be cool. We have those 2-drop cats, like the Brawler is here, and Thespian as well. The 3/1 and the 2/2. Not bad. The Brawler gives Trample, which is pretty good. But then the Thespian is just maybe like a little bit better as the 3/1. So that's cool, but are they good enough to run on 2? Probably not. Love your feedback. Maybe we can chill the Exemplar to 2, and the Lions goes to 2, and then we add 2 Brawlers for Trample, maybe? I don't know. Let me in on some of your thoughts. And that's kind of where you get to as a deck creator. Like, okay, so the perfect deck, but there's always a way to improve it, right? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. So kind of relying on all of you to help out a little. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have an absolute magical day. It has been my pleasure, and I'll see you soon in the next.